Hey guys, today I wanted to talk to you about vision. And a lot of times when we think about vision, we think of visionaries, these people that have this grand idea for the future. And oftentimes, being a visionary is interlaced with being an innovator, having some sort of new concept, a new idea that we want to introduce into the world. And vision goes beyond that. Vision for me is more like a muscle. It's something that I have the ability to exercise, and I think everyone does. We have the ability to exercise our vision. And vision goes beyond just being able to see something. Vision also is our ability to almost be able to experience it in a much fuller way. The ability to feel what something might feel like, or to be able to almost tangibly sense it, like simulate the senses, the smells, the taste, the touch of an experience of something. And so, as I mentioned before, it's like a muscle we can exercise. Something that we don't do enough is visualize. We can begin projecting into the future, projecting the simulation of what something will feel like, what something will look like, and ultimately the end result of what we are striving for. And it doesn't have to be a new invention or some sort of innovation for us to visualize something that we want and to have that vision. It could simply be something that we want to feel, something that we want to overcome in our lives, and having a vision for what that will feel like, what that will look like, what we might experience, what we might actually do once that thing has come to fruition. So even looking at the experiences that you want to have, the people that you want to meet, the places you want to go, the things you want to do, all of that comes into vision. And so practicing visualization, just closing your eyes and putting yourself in that experience of what you want and of what's to come in the future. You can even take a moment to just imagine how that will feel and what that will look like. And practicing visualization and using our vision to project ourselves into our desired reality can often bring a sense of clarity into what that next piece might be to get that dream a little bit closer. You can see the difference between now and then. What is stopping you from that experience? And oftentimes, one of the pieces of clarity that we might get from visualizing is that we might notice that there isn't anything missing, and that a lot of what we want to experience is something that we can actually experience now, that there isn't actually something in the way. And so you might even notice that there's no obstacle and that we're already there. We just have to allow ourselves to experience it. And so as we go through this visualization process, another piece of clarity that we might get is what is missing, what we might need to do, what the next step is, and how to get there. So it not only shows us where we want to go and gives us a clear understanding of it, but it also shows us how to get there and what might be missing from the current experience or what might not be missing in the first place. A lot of times we overcomplicate things. We are so used to where we're at and the patterns that we get into that we think that there's some sort of grand, elaborate scheme that has to play out in order for, what we really want to have happen to come to fruition. And so through really allowing ourselves to experience our desired outcomes and what we want, we begin to better understand what that is. And also it allows us to explore what that'll feel like and if it's really what we want. Sometimes the goals that we're striving towards don't bring us fulfillment once we get there. They're not what we really want, and we need to dive deeper and figure out what's behind that. Why are we going after the goals that we are pursuing? Is it because they were given to us? Is it because they're a prerequisite to get to where we actually want to go? And so by preemptively experiencing these things in a way that even goes beyond the true experience of it, because when you are visualizing something, you're visualizing it exactly as how you want it to be. So if your grand vision of something still isn't bringing you that sense of fulfillment, then obviously the real thing is going to be, a less controllable form of that, right? It's not going to even play out exactly how it would in your dreams, in the imagination of what that would be. And so bringing this into your awareness can give you more clarity into if the goals you're pursuing, if what you want is really what you want. So I encourage you to go ahead and visualize. Figure out what you want and imagine that it's already happening. What will that feel like? What will that look like? Imagine everything playing out exactly as you would hope it would. And figure out what's missing, or if anything is missing. If you have all the pieces that you need right now to have what you want. So go down that path. Find out what you want and see it clearly. I'll leave you with that. Have a great day.